Hello, my darlings. Have you ever stood somewhere that feels alive with history? That's Prague, a city of 100 spires, golden light, and long shadows. I first came here years ago and its magic never faded. Today, Prague feels as enchanting as ever. The city has changed, but its soul remains. It whispers from every cobblestone and corner. Prague is a grand old lady with a twinkle in her eye. She's seen kings, artists, wars, and revolutions, yet always keeps her grace. You feel this history all around you, in the air and under your feet. But Prague isn't trapped in the past. It's alive, full of energy and new ideas. Here, history is lived every day. Imagine wandering through a fairy tale. Gingerbread buildings, floating bridges, a sparkling river. The city invites you to get lost, to discover hidden courtyards and breathtaking views. Every step is a new memory. This journey is about more than sights. It's about feeling Prague's pulse. We'll explore how old and new live side by side. We'll meet the people who call this city home. It's a story of resilience, beauty, and hope. Prague is always changing, yet always itself. A city that welcomes you with open arms. Let's begin. Let's start on the legendary Charles Bridge. More than a bridge, it's a stage, a gallery, a timeline. Step onto its stones and hear echoes of the past. Horses, carriages, countless footsteps. Built in the 14th century, it stood for over 600 years, connecting Old Town and Lesser Town, and the past with the present. 30 statues of saints line the bridge, silent guardians with stories to tell. They've seen floods, celebrations, and generations of visitors. Tourists touch the statue of St. John of Nepomuk for luck, a small ritual linking us to history. By day, the bridge bustles with artists, musicians, and craftsmen. A river of people flows across, all drawn by the magic and the view of Prague Castle. But at dawn, the bridge is transformed. The city sleeps, the crowds are gone, and mist hangs over the water. The sun rises, painting the sky pink and gold, statues silhouetted in the light. In these quiet moments you feel the soul of the bridge, its age, strength, and beauty. It's a magical experience that stays with you. The Charles Bridge is more than stone. It's the memory keeper of Prague. Every crossing is a step through centuries. Here, the city's story unfolds beneath your feet. Pause, listen, and let the bridge speak to you. This is where Prague's heart beats strongest. Let's continue our journey. The city awaits. Onward, into the old town. The adventure continues. Now we enter the Old Town Square, the city's beating heart. For centuries, this has been Prague's center of life, markets, celebrations, and history. The colorful buildings, each from a different era, surround you in a glorious jumble of Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque. The astronomical clock is the star. Every hour, the Apostles' Parade, death rings a bell, and crowds gather in wonder. It's a tradition connecting generations. The square is alive, outdoor cafes, street performers, and in winter a magical Christmas market. The scent of mulled wine and roasted chestnuts fills the air. A giant Christmas tree twinkles in the center. Look up at the twin spires of the Church of Our Lady before Tin. Fairy tale towers that have watched over the square for centuries. These walls have heard prayers, arguments, and songs. The square is a place of contrasts. Students on tours, modern art, ancient chimes, and pop songs. This is modern Prague, honoring its past, embracing its future. Here, history isn't just remembered, it's lived. Every moment in the square is a piece of Prague's story. Let's keep moving, there's more to discover. The city's pulse leads us onward. Follow the rhythm of Prague. The journey continues. The Vltava River flows through Prague like a silver ribbon, its lifeblood. For thousands of years it's shaped the city's destiny. The river reflects the sky, the buildings, and the seasons. On sunny days it sparkles, on gray days it's mysterious. Walking along the riverbanks is a simple pleasure. Joggers, cyclists, couples, and swans. On warm evenings, people gather by the water to relax and watch boats drift by. Take a boat trip for a new perspective. Glide under Charles Bridge, admire Prague Castle, and see the city's grandeur. The views are stunning, the atmosphere peaceful. In summer, rent a paddle boat or visit floating bars and restaurants. The river is a constant presence, a reminder of nature in the city. It's a place of calm, beauty, and life. The Vltava connects Prague's past and present. Here, the city breathes. Let's follow the river's path. There's more to explore. Just beyond the historic heart lies the new town, Prague's modern pulse. Founded in the 14th century, it's always been the city's commercial and cultural hub. Wide boulevards replace winding streets. Wenceslas Square is the centerpiece. This boulevard has witnessed revolutions, protests, and celebrations. Walk towards the National Museum and feel the weight of history. But Newtown is vibrant and modern, sleek buildings beside Art Nouveau masterpieces. The Dancing House, a quirky landmark, symbolizes Prague's bold spirit. Here, creativity thrives, art galleries, cinemas, music clubs, trendy cafes, and designer shops. This is 21 Century Prague, looking to the future, full of opportunity and optimism. The city respects its past but isn't trapped by it. Ancient and modern coexist in harmony. Newtown is proof of Prague's ability to reinvent itself. The city keeps moving forward, dreaming new dreams. Let's see what else Prague has to offer. The adventure continues. Close your eyes. Listen. Prague's soundtrack is a symphony of old and new. Church bells chime across rooftops, echoing through centuries. The red trams rumble by, a beloved city sound. In the squares you hear a dozen languages, laughter, and street musicians. These are the sounds of daily life, making the city feel alive. Music is everywhere. Classical concerts in grand halls, jazz in ancient cellars, folk tunes in lively pubs, and DJs in modern clubs. Music is Prague's soul, a universal language. There are quieter sounds too, leaves rustling in parks, doves cooing, the city's hum at night. On a quiet street your footsteps echo on cobblestones. In these still moments you feel the city breathing. Prague's sounds blend the grand and the intimate, the historic and the contemporary. It's a symphony you'll carry with you long after you leave. Listen closely. Every note tells a story. The city's music never stops. Let's follow its melody onward. Every city is a collection of stories. Prague's are etched in stone and soul. Walk through the old Jewish quarter, ancient synagogues, narrow streets, and the old Jewish cemetery tell of resilience and endurance. But Prague's stories are also creative and courageous. Franz Kafka wandered these streets, his writing shaped by the city's mysterious atmosphere. Brave students once stood up to tyranny in Wenceslas Square, reminders of hope and freedom. The city's history lives in its people. I met an old man who watched Prague change from his window. His story mirrors the city's survival and love. Personal histories are the threads of Prague's tapestry. Look for stories in the details, house signs in the lesser town, each with its own legend. These small touches bring the past to life. Prague invites you to be a storyteller, create your own memories and connections. Every corner holds a new tale. The city's stories are waiting for you. Let's discover them together. The journey continues. To know Prague, you must taste it. Traditional Czech food is hearty and comforting. Goulash, svikova, and of course, dumplings. Pubs are central to Prague's culture, famous for world-class beer and warm, welcoming atmospheres. Here, old friends and young students gather, sharing stories over a pivo. But Prague's food scene is evolving. New restaurants, cafes, and food markets offer flavors from around the world. Trendy brunch spots, gourmet burgers, and Vietnamese cuisine thrive. Farmers markets by the river mix old traditions with new tastes. Cafe culture is booming. Historic coffee houses meet modern specialty shops run by passionate baristas. These cafes are creative hubs where people work, meet, and dream. Sit with a flat white and feel the city's energy. Prague blends tradition with a dynamic modern spirit. Every meal tells a story. Taste the city, old and new, side by side. Let's savor what comes next. As our journey ends, I feel warmth and affection for Prague. It's a city of breathtaking beauty, castle views, Charles Bridge at dawn, the old town's charm. But Prague is more than a pretty face. It has a deep, powerful soul. It balances past and present perfectly. Step from a 1,000-year-old church into a modern shopping center, or from a Baroque concert to a jazz club in a medieval cellar. This constant conversation between old and new makes Prague exciting. It's a living museum and a vibrant metropolis. Travel is about opening your heart and mind, making connections with people, history, and yourself. Prague invites you to wander, explore, and get lost in its enchanting streets. Slow down, sit in a cafe, and watch the world go by. The more you look, the more you find. The more you listen, the more you hear. Prague is waiting to share its stories, beauty, and warmth. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Until next time, my darlings.